Welcome to Intercoiffure Mondial on Air. Normally, we are broadcasting from the House of Nation in the center of France in Paris. But today we are in Sweden.
Yes, why are we here in Sweden? The Intercoiffure Mondial on Air is always like our whole work with Intercoiffure Mondial together with our strong partners. Without them, we couldn't do all that what we are doing for you. And this time, we are here as a guest at the European headquarters from Aderans, our worldwide partner here in Malmö in Sweden. That's the reason.
So be curious for a wonderful show from Malmö in Sweden.
Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in. And I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe.
So today we give you a comprehensive look at the world of Aderans. But first, let me ask you, Peter, why did Intercoiffure Mondial start a cooperation with Aderans?
Yeah, as you know, Intercoiffure Mondial also means that it's a friendship in case of all around hair, all about hair. So it was very important to have good partners. And I will pass over this question to our guests from today. It's Jacqueline and Anel from Aderans.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Nice to meet you again, Christian and Peter. My name is Jacqueline Fasel. I'm the general manager from Aderans Germany. And Aderans Germany belongs to the company group since '92, so more than 30 years. And like Peter already said, I'm here with my lovely colleague Anel today. And we are really pleased to be here with you.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us.
Welcome, Anel.
Yeah, the same here. So thank you so much for inviting us. We're very privileged to kind of have this partner agreement with Intercoiffure Mondial. My name is Anel Wyatt. I am the managing director of Aderans UK. We've been part of the Aderans group since 2002. And a little bit about Aderans. Aderans is quite a long standing establishment. We've been there since 1968. At the moment, we have kind of establishments right across Asia, America, and Europe, about 20 countries we're currently dealing within. And we kind of see ourselves, we are very much total hair loss solution. We are doing very much different things in regards to treatments, so products on the hair and scalp. Also very scalp micropigmentation, again, it's kind of imitating the kind of shaven look for men. Hair transplant is also something that we are doing, but today really we would like to kind of more focus on the kind of wig side of the business and tell you a little bit, give you insight into how we are doing and the variety of things that we can do with wigs. So thank you so much for having us.
I understand that it's a big thing, and we can talk so many parts about that in the next moments. So I'm very pleased to have you here. You've seen it is a big world, and it's a marvelous world, and we will see so many things together with you here, and even with some wonderful models which are showing us how the world of Aderans looks like in real. You, Peter, you're working with Aderans in your salon in Austria for a long time. Tell me something about your manner, how the work with is.
Yeah, first of all, my parents started our business in 1961, so it's a long time history. And in these years, in the 60s, wigs was a part of fashion. It was necessary to have wigs also in the hairdressing salon, and parts of hair was put in all the hairstyles. Then it changed in the 70s, it changed with coming up the Sassoon haircuts, and there were no more wigs in the normal business. And in the last 20-30 years, more and more, it was a medical reason that people need the wigs. So we said, okay, as we know already to work with wigs, it's important that we are the right partners for our clients. And so we started also with two special wig stores. And also the third way is the shop-in-shop, also wigs selling in hair salons.
Wigs as a fashion piece. Yes. You're from Great Britain, you're from Germany. Is it still a thermometer, or is it still increasing again? Was it down? So what's your insight about that?
Yeah, I said Peter explained it already quite good, that it was part of our history, that it was really fashionable, and we lost that trend over those years. And I would say in the past years we are recognizing that this trend is coming back, and we are really glad, because you can be wherever you want by just changing your style for one day with a wig. It's so easy, and you can explore yourself in a really cool way. And I'm happy that we could bring our models, because they can show you how different they can be in some seconds. It's changing so quickly, and it's really cool. But you already said something interesting. We want to be a good partner, and this sticks to our vision and mission, because this is what we are always doing every day: bring back smile on customers' faces. Because again, and that's reality, let's say the biggest part of our business is necessity. So there is a medical reason behind.
And I think also, just to bring in the fact that you're dealing with a lot of hairdressers, we always say the hairdresser is the first person to notice when there's any hair loss. And sometimes you don't really know what to do, how to guide people. So we just want to showcase as to the many diverse kind of ways you, as the first point of contact as a hairdresser, to kind of give those solutions to your customer.
I like this sentence which you said, Jacqueline, putting back smiles on our customer faces.
I would say every woman would hopefully agree me, if we look good, then we directly feel good, better. Yeah. And there, we are the one, we can help them. And you guys, as hairdressers and as our partners, you can be part of that. And even if they are going through a challenging time, if we talk about medical reasons, we can be the one who let them shine again. And that's something what is really giving energy back. And that's what I like the most with our job. We have stressy jobs, all of us. But if you see a client who keeps on smiling, or who gets his smile back, that's why I'm doing it. So I'm saying, yes, that was a good day today, because there was somebody I could make him happy.
Yeah, and it's the real help we can give to the clients, to the medical clients.
Yeah.
It's really, they are coming in your salon, and they just have heard that they will lose their hair, and if you can show them, hey, I have the right wig. If you wear this wig, you will see you look like every day before, and then automatically the smile comes back, because now, okay, that will not be my problem in the future. So that's a good idea.
I have to bring in here as well, taking into consideration the medical side, is also the other element, is the kind of fashion side. So that for us is, we're getting more involved. We in the UK especially, we have lots of drama series we're working with, kind of filming, all those kind of, so there is an other element to the business as well. And especially for women, we kind of says wigs are kind of giving you endless opportunities, because you can change from being blonde one day to kind of being a redhead the next day. So it kind of gives, as you'll see in celebrity world, they kind of chop and change constantly. So I think for us as well, it's always the kind of the fashion we are seeing more. Same as the men's is kind of going up in the business, and the same with the kind of treating it more like a fashion item. Like we always say, it's like shoes. How many shoes do we have as girls? How many handbags do we have? And I think we're steering to what, again, the kind of the wig side of the business is a wig is an accessory. You know, you can change it like you change your handbag or your shoes. So yeah, wigs is completely a different part, and it's a complete nice world.
You've seen the variety is very, very big, but every picture says more than 1,000 words. So let's have a closer look at the big world of Aderans, and we start with short styles.
Camilla, welcome.
Thank you very much. So glad to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you here.
Thank
and maybe you can introduce yourself. What's your job together with Aderans?
So I work with a few different things, mostly actually from a fashion point of view. I work a lot on photo shoots, so then I use their wigs and different hairstyles and hair systems there. But also a little bit with education, but more from a creative point of view. Some shows. I'm here today, for example.
Mostly, I have a wig store in Austria, and mostly the clients come in and tell me, I would like to have human hair.
Yeah.
Do you have human hair?
I think it's quite normal. Many think that is the most exclusive or best, but that's all depend on the client and the needs, I would say, because a really good synthetic wig can be amazing and it has like no maintenance at all, actually.
Yeah.
So it's all depending on the needs of the person, I would say. We can welcome Alexandra in with the first short look here.
Welcome.
Yeah, hi.
Hello, welcome, Alexandra.
So good to see you back here again. So I know Alexandra pretty well. She normally have long hair, but I get so easily used to this look with her when she wears a short style. Yeah. And many of our medical clients, they maybe have a shorter style originally, and then they want to find that style again, to feel like themselves again. So there are so many good options, and I mean, those short style can look super natural and nice. So we can turn you around a little bit, yeah. So, and I think that's amazing that you don't need to find a certain style just because you have moved away from your natural hair. You can have short, you can have long, anything in between.
Yeah, and how do you feel with wearing a wig?
I mean, I think it's quite fun that you can so easily change your look. And, you know, I get to live into a new role. It does not feel odd. I think it's wonderful that you can feel unique and try different things, and that there's such a wide variety of hairstyles.
Thank you. It's great.
She's tried everything on. She was the model for this big wig shooter catalog, so she has had all colors and styles, so she knows there's a big variety.
Yeah.
Yeah. This looks very natural, very good, and the possibilities in fashion way we will see later on, I think. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Alexandra. Yes. Welcome, Ingelöv. Nice to have you back.
Welcome, Ingelöv.
Yeah.
I learned it already,
Yeah.
the Swedish way of names.
So I think this style, I love this one. It's also synthetic wig, which again, you wouldn't think with any of those, but they're so easily styled, so light, and Ingelöv have white hair herself. She has beautiful white hair naturally, actually. Yeah. So, I mean, this could be a potential look if she did lose her hair.
Yeah, it's really great. How do you feel wearing a wig?
I feel great, actually. I'm fortunate to be here on the job today, but as I'm getting older, my hair is getting thinner, so the opportunity to have a wig will make me both happy and more secure. Yeah.
It looks great, and as you said, you're getting older, but you are looking younger. So
I know, she's amazing. No, but it's amazing to know that there is all of those options. Yes. If you would come into a medical issue or anything like that, so you would lose your hair. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it looks great. Thank you.
Yeah, and as you can see here, you know, many think that you maybe need to cover the line with a fringe or anything like that.
But it's not necessary
no,
because it
like
looks
here
that
you
natural.
can see, for example, like you can wear your hair up or anywhere you want, actually. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we have a more classic style here. I think Nadia looks good in everything, but she really pulls off those cool bobs like this. So it's a good classic style.
And exactly what you are doing now is that what is important for us as hairdressers, that we can personalize. Doing these small steps, what you are doing in the moment, not only putting on a wig and then it's done. We also can cut the wigs and do the personal style, and it's the same importance than on natural hair, on their own natural hair, to style the wig.
For me,
least
what
that
I
you can
really
use.
like to do is actually to imperfect the hair.
Yeah.
Because naturally, very few of us have perfect hair. So when you have a wig also, it's nice to mess them up a little bit and get them nice and natural, a little bit messy. Yeah, so here is the first look with all three of them.
Yeah, I think it looks very great, fashionable,
Yeah.
but also in medical reason, with short hair, with different hair, different colors,
Yeah.
and beautiful ladies.
Tell us in your words, what have you seen?
Well, I think it was a little bit for us. We did showcase these shorter wigs. I think if you look at the shorter kind of range, it's more, for us, again, not necessarily, but more medical. I think with medical, we associate a little bit when you
But
go...
it was not only medical thing, it was stylish, it was
It's
funny,
beautiful.
it was nice, yeah.
It's beautiful. It's kind of really giving you that options. And I think we try to, again, give that kind of different colors. We kind of have this, sometimes if to give you an understanding, maybe one style come in 25 different colors. So it gives everybody the option to kind of go through that different styling.
Any wig doesn't look good just by accident. You need to do something with it. There's expertise and knowledge which is needed. Just a few minor details to twist and twerk the wig, then it's perfect. We are delivering a good product, but it is not the perfect one if you as a hairdresser don't do things with it. So that's a really important point for us.
Yeah, and that's the question, because if you count right, we are not more 4 persons sitting here, we are 5. May I introduce to you all Emma. Emma is from Sweden as well. Hello, nice to
Hi.
meet you here,
I'm
nice
glad
to
to
have
be
you
here.
here.
Thank you.
Emma, you have a personal story with Aderans.
Yeah.
So could you tell us something about that?
Yep. Well, I've had alopecia since I was around 1 year old. And then when I got into late teenage years, maybe 16, 17, I started losing all of my hair.
Completely?
Yeah, all
Okay.
over. Yeah. And then I started to Google and find different solutions to feel like myself again. And then I got to Aderans, and on our first meeting, they brought this one wig that was super similar to my old hair. So then I just fell in love completely, yeah.
What is the feeling when you have such a long time without or with suffering, and then the first time there is a wig on your head and you look in
Yeah.
the mirror?
Well, actually, I started wearing a wig before I shaved the last few pieces that I had, because I wanted to. It was so bad before, so that I couldn't just walk around looking like that, because it was just small patches left, and so I started using it earlier. But it was amazing. I felt so calm and secure, and I just, yeah, it was just amazing. Yeah.
And then?
Yeah, and well,
Now you have the possibility to change, or you
Yeah,
have still
yeah.
the same wig?
No, I don't have the same. I have the same kind of shade in it, because I like the cold blonde, versions, and so that's still the same. But I do have a few different hairstyles, and I also tend to just, work and everything. I can go without a wig.
When you go out in the evening in the discotheque, you're a young girl, so
Yeah, that's when I like to wear my wig.
I know that. But does it ever happen that somebody asks you, what is that? Or is it like...
No, they never see it.
Never?
No. Not, if I wear my wig, I'm always super conscious that it has to look super natural. Because otherwise I feel like I wouldn't wear it. If I choose to put it on, then I want it to be invisible. I want to just blend in. Yeah. And so, but if I do choose to go out without my wig, then it's a different story. So, yeah.
And do you change? Do you change when you say, okay, on this Saturday I go with the long blonde hair, and the next Saturday I go with a little bit different style? Or do you say, okay, this is my personal style and I try to be in this way?
Yeah, I'm more, this is me. And then I just change the hairstyles. I put it up and I have it curled and straight, and yeah, so I don't really change between different wigs, actually. I'm a bit boring on that part.
Is it normal like that? Or do people change, or when they have their style, that use this style and stay?
I would say what is normal. We
Yeah,
are all unique
agree,
and we are all
agree.
different. So that's more the interesting
Yeah.
part.
Yes.
And this is what makes it so cool, that we are not all the same. Yes, Emma chooses to feel secure and she's going with the same style of wig, but she also, like you said before, sometimes I curl it, sometimes I just put it in a bun. So she's also creative in her world. So there's nothing wrong or right, and that's really important to
I agree. It's even
not,
when
yeah.
for people not going through hair loss, it's kind of, if you change your hair, some people change their hair all the time. Other people prefer who they are. So again, it comes down to the whole kind of thing. It doesn't really matter. There's no kind of barriers. And it's the same, it's a little bit, maybe a little cliche, but we find that when you have shorter term hair loss, it is kind of, you do the synthetic, it's easy, you wash, you go. With longer term, I don't know if you're the same, it's kind of having that options. You've tried so many different types of wigs, kind of different bases of wigs, all the kind of fibers. And I think human hair maybe more for the longer term, they're a little bit more expensive, but they're more natural in regards to, and you can treat them like your own hair, because you can do all the kind of styling and all those kind of different things. But again, it comes down to the individual person.
Are there people around your friends who say, okay, it could be very interesting also for me, even if I have my hair?
Yeah, they are a bit jealous that I don't have to shave my legs, but and also they just oh, what if I could just change my hair color or style and everything? I'm always so scared to change, but yeah, I think you should just do it.
But it's also one thing that comes up in conversation is with us, you know, you wash it, you don't know what hairstyle you're going to have the next day. It could be, but when you have a wig, it's always every day is a good hairstyle, because it's perfect, you know. So there's an advantage to that as well. Yeah. You don't have to have a bad hair day. Every day is a good hair day.
And
so
nowadays, when it's a bit hotter outside, if I have something big planned on the weekend, I just go to work without the wig, and then maybe I just style it and I keep it up, and it's just finished for that weekend. I can just throw it on.
I've looked into your Instagram account, and you're very open-minded with that. You have pictures without hair and you have pictures with hair, so you're playing with that.
I actually have two Instagrams, one hairy and one bald.
Amazing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the interaction with all the people who are looking at your stories?
Yeah, it's mostly younger girls or mothers that have children who suffers from alopecia, and they just want some tips and tricks and how to just get through it. Really, yeah, it just floats.
I have to say, it's also people like Emma that kind of make that awareness that you are an inspiration, you're a role model to so many people, to just say, you know what, when I lose my hair, my life doesn't stop. I still have that kind of, my whole life is ahead of me. And through people such as yourself, kind of showcasing, you know, all the different variety that you can do. And it doesn't matter if today I decided I don't want to wear my wig. I want to just be me. And tomorrow I want to go out and I want to have an amazing, lovely style. The next day I want to wear a hat. So it just showcases that awareness of what we are doing. And hair loss is a personal thing, but it's also, you don't have to, your life doesn't stop.
At this point, I want to introduce another topic. I have to read it. It's cyber hair. Cyber hair describes one of the two high-tech synthetic hair fibers that have been exclusively developed and patented by Aderans. To give us a short insight, we have a film. And this is cyber hair.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So it feels just like a natural hair. And I was planning to show you just a little curl, so we can twist you this way, maybe like this.
So is for a hairdresser easy to handle, or is it you have to learn it, or is it like?
Of course, you always need a little bit of education to handle it in the best way. So you should be a professional to do it, but also then you instruct your clients how to style the hair. So we use it with a hot tool that is 140 degrees. And then just like with a natural hair, you heat it up and then you are going to let it cool down. Sorry now for turning my back towards you, but I just want to get a little curl in and then I will let you see. So then you let it heat up like this, just like a normal hair, just a little bit.
Not too long, not too short.
No, you have to have a good feel of that. And then, ideally, you should let it cool down completely, just like a natural hair. I will not show that to you today, but you can clip it up.
And it stays as normal as...
As long as you let it cool down. But it's the same with human hair too.
Okay,
you must let it cool down.
Okay.
It's almost like melting chocolate into a new shape, and then it needs to cool down to find its new shape.
And when you go at home, and when you go out and go back at home, and you put out your wigs and put it on a tray, it's on the next day still the same, or
as long as you haven't wetted it down or heated it up.
Saying yes. How does it feel for you?
As long as.
How does it feel for you?
It feels. It feels normal. It feels natural.
It feels natural,
And even if I see here in the front the lace, you can't see anything.
No, this one has a very nice lace front too, so you can actually pull the hair back a little bit if you want to, and so on. Yeah, and this type of hair quality is super good for those kind of clients who actually like to style their hair and restyle it. Not everybody does; they just want the same and make it easy, but. For those little bit creative clients, it's great. Yeah,
it's talking about, we've seen it in the clip, it gives you more opportunities.
Yeah.
So the opportunity is to style and to make everything what I want with human hair, with my normal hair. How do I call it? Normal hair, it's human hair.
Everything
what is it?
is normal hair. So this is the cyber hair. And I can actually show you one more with cyber hair.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So thank you, Alexandra.
Thank you very much.
You can come here, Nila, please.
Is there?
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just a short question before.
Yeah.
Do you choose the hair with the face, with the color of the eyes, or do you choose the hair because of the hairstyle the girl normally has?
It's depending on the need. For me, like if it was more of a medical kind of client, for me the most important would be to make them find themselves again, the one that makes them feel healthy and like the look they normally have had maybe before they went through some medical traumas or so on. But otherwise, if you want it from a more creative point of view, then it's another story.
So, another creative point of view?
Yeah.
Why not?
Hello.
Yeah.
Even a completely different style than before.
Yeah, she had it a little bit shorter before. Again, Ingelöf have a natural gray or a whitish hair. So this one would be a darker gray, very natural color, as you can see. Yeah. And it's also cyber hair, so you could potentially blow dry it if you want to, make it super straight or have it with a little bit of a wave. Okay. There's all options. It's the same as the previous one, so you have the options on this one too. And you could never tell on this one too, it's not human hair, is it? No. Yeah.
Maybe you can show it from behind. It's so nice to see because even this neck is very beautiful.
And actually, I have not done much with this, to be honest. It was cut in a very nice way when it came out when it was new.
But cyber hair is a good thing, but it's not ready to wear. It's even that you have to do something as a hairdresser to put it in shape.
Well, the previous that we saw here, the previous look, I styled it at home, I did drive it here, I did put it in a box. And then it looks like you would put your own hair in a box.
Don't tell too much to our visitors, you can put it in a box.
No, but it's like, it behaves like a human hair. It will change the shape, so because it's been laying.
Yeah.
In a funny way. So that is both the positive side, but also then you will need to like to style the hair.
So I'm curious about the third girl coming to us.
Please. Yeah, thank you. It's so much fun because when they have like this new style, like they always come into a new persona.
How does it feel for you to have the possibility to change your style?
I mean, it's fun. It's the opportunity to be able to change and maybe have another character sometimes. But and I have to say, the thing that I really was amazed by is that it's so light. It doesn't feel heavy or anything. It just feels really natural.
She was pulling out some rock star moves behind there. It was getting that person out of her here behind the scenes. So yeah.
And even there, you have the possibility, if somebody is afraid of lace lines and all this stuff, you can have even styles where the face is a little bit covered, and you can
if you want a fringe, you can have that, but you don't need to. In this case, I think Nadia looks great in this kind of little bangs. It's more like a little bit of a wolf cut kind of inspiration here. And I've also worked a little bit with a natural wave in the hair and added a little bit extra.
Yeah, and we're moving together with you from the medical things more and more into fashion, because this is a fashion piece.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, and then you see again how different they all are.
I'm giving place for you
and
all.
I actually love, the frizz. You know, like
it's like normally when you're going out or sitting on the wrong sofa, you have a little bit.
I love that. It's natural and nice.
And this is just a question because I'm a man. Is it only for women or is it also for men a possibility?
There is wigs also for men, absolutely. There's all kinds of solutions, and also just the headpiece also. So there is all kinds of solutions if you have only lost your hair on top, or if you want a full solution, anything.
We just talked about that the variety of wigs is not only a women thing, it's also for men. So let us now see a short film and a short image how new hair makes a client feel like himself again. So, and again, we are sitting here in a group, and now again in a group of 5. May I welcome Ben. Ben, you're even from Munich and came in here to talk with us about your hair story. And I do not reveal any secret. We have seen it in the film. You are wearing a hair system. Could you tell something about that, please?
Yeah, it's a custom-made hair system that I ordered from the Aderans hair center in Munich. And it's totally custom-made for me. That means I'm sending a hair example from Munich to the headquarters in Germany, and they made it except for me. It's totally for me.
Let's start in the beginning. So why did you decide for something to wear new hair?
Yeah, good. I have to go back very, very much longer in time. So it was when I was at the beginning of 20s, my hair loss began, and yeah, it was a very, very emotional process for me. So yeah, I saw that my hair loss is growing more and more and more, and I was almost bald. So it took me a lot of self-confidence, and a fact for me was it won't be a long-time solution for me to getting bald or wearing caps or hats or using hair powders or hair-building fibers. So I have to search for a solution for me. Yeah.
And then you find the solution. And
I found-
just tell us about this first impression when you were sitting in the hairdresser saloon and getting new hair again.
I found the solution over a friend of mine. So I know this guy, his name's Konstantin, I know him for a long time. And he had the same problems as I had with losing hair over the whole head. And one time I saw him on an Instagram picture and he was having full hairs. He was having full brown, thick hairs. And I was like, what happened to your hair? Did you get a hair transplantation or something like that? And he was like, no, I have had a hair system in the hair center in Munich. So yeah, I was totally surprised. 1 week later, I was having an appointment at the hair center in Munich to get my advice if it will fix to me. And another week later, I got my first hair system,
And then, how you feel?
Yeah, it was great. It was overwhelming. You have to imagine you're losing your hairs in a lot of years and you're seeing you getting bald and only having new hairs in like 1 hour and looking great again. It's overwhelming. I almost cried, but I was happy,
Is it the same all over in the world when men are deciding to go into a shop and say, okay, hello, maybe a little bit of
Can I
of that?
say, it's kind of, we're talking about hair loss, and I think I've spoken to you about it as well. It's kind of to make that first step to kind of come to a salon. I think you kind of see different things. You see maybe Instagram, you see, but it is still you, and it's still, you are not sure to make that initial step. And I think once you've done that step, and what you've just said, kind of looking and reflecting back, it took you a very long time to kind of say, okay, I'm going to do this. And that feeling, that emotions, when you actually look back with a piece and how you look now, it's fantastic. I think that is, again, for us, what makes our job fulfilling, because it's that kind of initial, again, what we said, we fill the globe with smiles. It's that kind of emotion to get that out of the customer. So, fantastic,
Yeah.
Would you take it off now?
I would never go back.
And that's the best we can hear, because then he is really into it. He really likes it, and he's confused with the
so
solution.
happy with it.
Would you try different styles, or do you have a style which is your style and you stay?
Of course, I would try different styles because I have.
Did you in the past?
Did I? Yeah, I did. The first hair system was more light. It was a light brown, and I was starting to get much more darker. Now it's very dark with gray accents in it, so that it looks natural. I have gray accents in my human hair, and they really. They really made it like looking natural right now. They are gray accent in this hair, and I'm feeling great.
Now you're open-minded and you're putting all the pictures in Instagram and all this stuff. So what was the reaction of friends of you or of all the people you meet? Because you show yourself balded and you show yourself with hair, and you are talking very open about that.
Yeah. The first time I was very afraid that like comments are there like, oh, you're wearing a wig, it looks like you're looking like a clown or something like that. But there was only my inner devil. So the comments were all positive. So everybody said, you're looking great. You shouldn't stop this, do it. And that gave me so much self-confidence that I really love it. It's normally for me right now. It's the total normalest thing I ever had. Yeah.
Let me ask something about how do you handle that? Is it very normal? You can go to sports, you can go to sauna, you can go swimming. What is it? Do you have situations where you have to be afraid of losing? I'm not sure what to say.
I can't lose my hair system. No. I'm doing everything what a normal person with natural hair is doing. I wash it every day. I'm going to sauna. I'm going to sports every second day. I'm sweating. I'm swimming. So there happens nothing with the hair system. It's unbreakable, I would say.
I have to say also now, again, with kind of you giving that on your Instagram, your feed, more younger people are being made aware. And I think we forget that young people lose their hair much more. It might be the stress, it might be COVID is related to stress, all those kind of different elements that's taking part. But because of social media, people find, oh, wow, there is solutions. So for us, I think with every country, it's more people now, especially younger people, coming more to the forefront of wanting a solution. Whereas before, I think it was a very taboo subject, but it's now kind of, they can see the results. It's online, it's on TikTok, it's on Instagram, it's everywhere. People are kind of saying, look at me, it takes years of my life, I'm confident, I feel good. And I think that's what you kind of do on your Instagram as well. Yeah.
I really want to inspire other people to see what hair systems can do and give your self-confidence back.
This is my question. It's about confidence.
Yeah.
Tell me something about that.
When you lose your hair in the beginning of your 20s, this is the time where your job career life is starting. This is the time when you are on the high point of your dating life. And it wasn't my time. So I felt not confident for dating, for work, for everything. And when I got my first hair system, everything came back to me. And since that time, I'm so much more confident than in the beginning of my 20s. So I'm very happy and I'm brave in job and dating, and I'm so much confident.
And when we talk about this journey, is it easy to handle? So when you have it on your head, do you have your silence for the next 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 10 weeks? Do you have to change a lot? Do you have to be careful with that? How do you handle that? Or how normally is handled?
Yeah, it depends. Normally, it's enough when you're going like every 4 weeks into a studio and get it fixed again and getting a fresh haircut. But I'm a perfectionist and I'm doing it by myself like every week.
Okay, you're talented.
Yeah.
You want to join our business?
Because I want to keep it fresh. So I'm gluing it like every week. So I took on my Saturday, it's the afternoon, and I have free time, and I'm doing the procedure like every week. But you don't have to. It's every 4 weeks, it's enough.
When we are talking now about fashion, I think that is the exactly lead to come there, because we have a closer look now what is possible with all these wigs in the fashion side, and we have a closer look at that.
I think this is the important thing for us hairdressers and all Intercoiffure members. We love to work with fashion, do fashionable hair, and sometimes we have clients or even models for shows. They don't want to have a haircut, they don't want to have the color we want to do.
Yeah.
So I think this could be a good solution to working with wigs.
And it's not only for photo shoots. I mean, all the celebrities are using it all the time when they're going to a big gala or a party, and that's why we all are so confused. Like, how could her hair grow out so quickly, and how could she cut it, and how could she become blonde? But that's most probably actually a wig that you can never tell is a wig. So here we have like more like of a, could we call it like a Victoria's Secret kind of hair with this typical like just volume, long.
So and
you can turn it around a little bit.
You can see the change, the big change. Hair was growing and you still look perfect.
It's magic. It is magic. No, but like how convenient. Nadia yourself, you have a cool bob, but then maybe you would like for the weekend just have a little bit of fun with some long hair sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
And this could be an option.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. So we didn't talk about this before. We can turn you a little bit this way, actually. There, thank you. We'll just spray your fringe a little bit. So here we did, it's a human hair one. And we have dyed the hair. So it's more like blonder on the ends and a little bit rooted. Some more ashy colors. I know that Emma likes those ashy colors. So
Yeah,
I did it with
think
you in mind.
This is important, and that
Yeah.
looks really very natural. Yeah.
Yeah, and still we did it with this little bit of waves that almost looks like a wet look. So it could end up in like a fashion magazine or anything like that, actually.
And great. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you,
again.
Emma.
So this is really a cool style and fits you very well.
I have used this hair on actually a couple of fashion shoots, and every time I use it, the models always go, wow, can I please borrow this for the weekend or so? This is exactly how I would love to have my hair on.
And you did the hair, the curls like you showed it us before?
Also similar to
was
that,
there-
yeah.
was there
Then I've
iron?
just frizzed it up a little bit too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the color and all of that is just like patches basically of different colors of apricot, turquoise, pink. I
Yeah.
love those kind of colors.
Really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this one could be in a magazine or like imagine on the red carpet in like a huge dress in apricot or pink or something would be really cool. So when you're
Yeah.
going to the red carpet, feel free, I can come and do this hair for you.
Yes.
Maybe it should be a pink carpet.
Yeah, pink carpet for it. It would be so cool. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex.
I told the other girls that don't feel sorry for you who don't have the coolest outfit today. Ingela have it already. It's her
Yeah.
own outfit. This is her style and I love it. So here we have like a more long style on Ingela too, and I think it's so cool with just like a gray long hair. I mean, look at her. She's
It's-
so cool.
It's just perfect.
Coolest cat in the room. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on this, the style is already done in the hair. So you
Basically.
just finish it a little bit.
Yeah, I would just mat it down quite a bit to get it more frizzy. And
Yeah.
that's what I have done with it. So,
Yeah.
so it doesn't look too perfect. But I think we can bring them all in so we can
Yeah,
see the
I
whole
think we
variation.
should see this colorful
Yes,
finish and
yeah,
fashion.
yeah.
So please come in.
All
Good to
fun.
have you back here.
Yeah.
So come on, Emma.
Yeah. So yeah, they all have long hair. They went from short to long, and we have went a little bit wilder with the styling, a little bit more with the color and all of
Yeah.
that. But it's still, I would say that I know those lovely women, and I think they all could go out like this, actually, on a red carpet or something like this. So,
Yeah, so in
yeah.
Malmö tonight, something will be going on.
Maybe, who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you really, and I think you can see here the difference. We can work fashionable with wigs. We have all the other opportunities we spoke before, and thank you, ladies, for this showing us the different hair and this last fashion style. Thank you, Camilla.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It's so amazing what we have seen so far, and it looks like you can escape reality for one night when I see all these fashion pieces in before. So this is crazy what wig business and hair systems can do nowadays.
Very good to hear from you. That's exactly what we wanted. We want to inspire people to work with our merchandise. And it's really, yeah, we are glad that we got you in this case today. And I hope also that we got your members around the world and that they are all inspired and want to learn more about our products and even want to work with them. That would be best case for us.
Yeah, is there something where you can tell us a little bit more in detail after this amazing show? When we're talking about the range of a wig business, when we're talking about all this stuff, because you can use it as a normal hair, and you can do everything. You can even put colors in when you use human hair. A little bit more insights, because it's so funny or so crazy. Yeah, so incredible to see all this stuff in the last hour.
Yeah. In each country, we have a big sales team around. So they are for all of you if you want to learn more, and even if you want to be educated, there's a good program in place together with us. So I would say let's get in contact with us, and then we see how we can do it together.
I think today is also we scratched the surface.
Yeah.
It's kind of just to have a little bit of insight into the world of wig industry. And I think the next natural step is to kind of, if this is something that the hairstylists are interested in, each country has its own team, educators, training. We do almost 5 to 6 different kind of educational tutorials to kind of hold your hand through all the processes. So if it's something that's of interest, then please do get in contact with Aderans.
When we were talking in before, there was a wonderful sentence, and I think it's one time we can change our hair like we are used to change our clothes.
Yes.
I think this is a wonderful sentence which is showing the opportunity which this business has.
Yeah.
So I think this is very good. Last sentence is from you. When somebody wants to get in contact, we talked about. When somebody wants to get in a closer contact, you're open to call.
Don't hesitate. We are there for you.
Absolutely.
Then for us, it's to say thank you to all this, wonderful time together with you. And maybe we increase this little plant and we show you how to make it to get in touch with this lovely company.
Fantastic, and thank you so much for having us today as well.
Thank you so much.
To give you a little bit insight.
Thank you for being here, or for having us here in your house this time. And thank you, Christian, for the whole moderation.
Yeah, and like I said, I hope we could inspire you.
So at the end, we have seen an amazing show here today with all these models and all these fantastic things we learned about the wig and the hair system business. So Peter, as a shopkeeper, last words from you.
Yeah, it's really impressive what we have seen with all these nice wigs and the different possibilities. I think it's important for us as hairdressers, as Intercoiffure members, that we are growing up our business, and these are really good possibilities together with Aderans, growing up our business.
So, and a quick information how to handle when I want to get in contact with Aderans, how we do?
It's easy to do. Normally, Aderans has locations and offices around the world. Here you can see below the address of the World Wide Web, and you can contact your country, your region with this web address. But you also can contact Intercoiffure Mondial, and we will handle it to get you together.
So see you soon. Bye bye, and best wishes from Malmö.
Bye bye. Thank you.